All right, welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey everybody, what's going on? How's it going? Happy Thursday. Wow. Yeah, we made it through the frozen tundra and we're coming out the other side over here in Dallas, Texas. My hosting site Buzzsprout got hacked and they came back strong. Way to go, Buzzsprout. You guys rock. We replanted the buzz so we can have the sprout again. Oh, yeah! Who's the good girl? Good girl, Bodi. Good girl. Good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698. Bodi hotline, phone line. Call the Bodi line. Call the Bodi Zippity Doo Dah line. Say something cool to Bodi. She's waiting for you. She is excited to hear from you. Sing your little Zippity Doo Dah song. Hey, say your first name, where you're from. We'll give you a shout out on the show. We'll make it a feature on the show. DeanBodi.com. We got the links on there. One will get you over to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. The social link will get you over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi space show, YouTube channel. Man, oh man, has it been a wild ride over here, Dallas, Texas. Yes, 11 below zero with the wind chill. I don't care if it's with or without the wind chill. That's what it really is. That's what it feels like. So why don't you just say that? That's what the temperature is. Whatever it feels like is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like you got your oven on, let's say, 350 degrees. You stick your head in there, it feels like 500. That's what it really is. So anyway, man, it was wild. Watching Bodi navigate through the snow and all of that was totally priceless. I would do it again just for that alone, man. And watching my white wolf that I was so worried about her paws and being frozen and all, I came across this video just a couple days ago, all right? And I stumbled upon this thing on YouTube as I search around for these ultra 4K ambiance videos, as we're going to call it. Like behind me right now, I got the fireplace going. The birchwood fireplace is cranking behind me, all making us nice and cozy in here because it helps me go with, I don't know, it feels like it's warmer, okay? That's all that matters. So I come across this wintry Arctic white wolf on the video, and it shows this beautiful white, I'm telling you, it's one of Bodi's cousins, and it's in this, just chilling out in like, I don't know, 20 feet of snow, it looked like. And it's up in the Arctic, and they live out there. And this dog is sleeping in the snow. Talk about a freezing cold bed to sleep on, like it was nothing. And all of a sudden you see it rolling around and playing around and just kind of waking up, frolicking in the deep, deep snow. And I'm thinking to myself, Bodi was dealing with this snow, even though she's never come across it before in her life. 2,000 years of Japanese DNA, Shiba Inu DNA from the wintry mountains of Japan. She handled it like a champ. No problem. Zero. Nada. In the ice, slippering around, going through the snow. Oh my gosh. So I saw this Arctic wolf and I'm like, I can't believe I came across that. Everything happens for a reason. Hey, did you know that COVID causes all the deaths in the world? Did you know that? I didn't know that till the other day. Everything is caused by COVID, according to Dr. Fettuccini. Oh yeah, did you hear about Bob? No, what happened to Bob? Oh, well, Bob decided on his own to try to swim across the Atlantic Ocean. And while he was swimming, he got eaten by a great white shark. As the story goes, they ended up catching the shark, okay? They brought the shark into shore and they tested the shark and it came back positive for COVID. Whoa! So you're saying that Bob didn't get killed by the shark? No. It just so happens while the shark was chewing Bob to death, the shark being infected with the COVID, cause of death for Bob? COVID. Who knew? I was reading this story. Did you hear about Bill? No, what happened to Bill? Oh, well, Bill was on death row in the prison. And he was all set up and go for the electric chair. And he sits in the electric chair and they hit him with the 9,000 volts and his eyes are popping out of his brain and all this stuff. And he ended up dead. Right? After he was done, they swabbed his nose and he tested positive for COVID. Oh, you mean he didn't die from the electric chair? No, it so happens it was the COVID that got him right before the volts zapped him to death. Everything, all the deaths in the world caused by COVID. Who knew? So listen, everybody, get on the floor. Let's dance. Don't fight the feeling. Give yourself a chance. Yeah. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Ba-ba-da-bow. You can do it very well. You're the best in the world, I can tell. Yeah, Casey and the Sunshine Band break. I haven't done one of those in a while. And you know what? While we're on this little vibe, let's do a little Zippity Doo Dah Song. What's a Zippity Doo Dah Song? Well, DeanBodi kind of coined the phrase, let's say. A Zippity Doo Dah Song is making up something, anything at all, and make it a song. As goofy as it might be, it'll clear the cobwebs out of your brain. So this is why I keep telling you to call the Bodi line, the fun line, the Zippity Doo Dah line. We want to hear your little Zippity Doo Dah song, your little sing-along. We'll sing it with you. 800-878-9698. So my point is, that's what a Zippity Doo Dah song does. It's like doing a restart on your computer. You know what I mean? So let's just say we go with like this. Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. Tonight we're cooking chicken legs for dinner to pass the time away. Come on! Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. Tonight we're cooking chicken legs for dinner to pass the time away. Oh yeah! You see? All better now. So, speaking of chicken legs, and I've said this before, DeanBodi's recipe rules. You get the chicken legs, it's worth repeating just in case you forgot. Because I've been pumping these out like we're having chicken leg business. I do kind of feel sorry for some of the chickens getting all their legs cut off. There's a bunch of chickens rolling around in wheelchairs somewhere. Like, I hope you're enjoying the chicken legs. Thanks a lot. So, get the organic free-range chicken legs, right? A free-range chicken is one they allow to run on the treadmill for 40 minutes a day, okay? So, you get them. Get yourself a nice baking dish. I line it with the non-stick aluminum foil. Oh, yeah, they make the non-stick. It's a game changer. You don't have to spray it, no nothing. Non-stick all by itself. So, just put the chicken legs on there. Salt and pepper, okay? I get the nutritional yeast from Bragg's. I sprinkle that on there to fortify it and make it a little bit more nutritious and kind of tap into the anti-inflammatory. You might as well while you're making delicious chicken legs. I get the turmeric. I put a little turmeric all over it, and I got Bragg's herbal seasoning. Sprinkle that on there. Done. Nothing else needs to go on it. Set the oven to 425. Let the oven come up to temperature. Don't be in such a rush. Slide the baking dish in there, and you can pack them in there good. If you line them up one leg one way, one leg the other way, one leg one way, one leg the other way, all the way across the pan. You can get 12 of them on there, no problem. Slide it in the 425-degree oven. Tell Alexa or set it on your phone for 30 minutes. Now, you're going to be going for 40, but set it for 30. So this way, when that timer goes off, you take your tongs and you flip them over, slide them back in for another 10 minutes. Whammo! You want to talk about delish, and if you want to, at the end, as a little added little zippity doo dah, take some fresh lemon, squeeze the lemon all over the beautiful legs you just made, and let them rest for a little bit. Let the juices infiltrate the leg, and you have yourself, it's almost like, look at it like the little drumettes on the chicken wings, except these are large. Delish. Make a nice side dish of quinoa, or if you like to pronounce it quinoa, make some of that. How about that? Anyway, really good. It's a foolproof. It's not going to let you down. Enjoy. Okay? So, that's why my little Zippity Doo Dah song had the chicken legs in it. Let's see what's going on over here, DeanBodi. Man, is there a lot to talk about? Oh, I know we're going to go to immediately. The drip from upstairs came again. I have been through this thing once before, not the previous tenants, but the one before that. When they moved out, the knucklehead movers, or let's just call them Vinny and Tony, okay? They forgot to turn the spigot off to the washer where the washer and dryer goes. So, the water kept leaking and flowing out of the faucet after they left. I see water dripping down. I didn't know what was going on because we just had like a storm of rain, and some of these buildings across the way, the foundation is not so great and they have problems. So I'm like, oh no, it's our turn in the building with the foundation problem. So the water is not only coming from the top, but it's coming from underneath. And I have like a serious situation going on a Friday night, if I remember correctly. Maintenance comes out. They got to run up there because nobody's up there. Shut it off. And the guy actually took the video of it, I guess so they can show the insurance if they have to, because they got to go after the other whatevers for the money damage. And he shows me it's flowing out of there at a good pace. Nice going, Vinny, Tony, with the whole rush out of there and don't turn things off. So that being said, this little frozen tundra we just had with this crazy weather out here, 11 below with the wind chill, power goes out, okay? So they tell you to leave your faucets open, let them drip so the water flows, so it doesn't freeze the pipes over and all that. Listen, we're not in a house. Everybody's under the same deal when you live in apartments and all, so don't try to be a whatever. So, not only did she upstairs leave the faucets open, which is fine, I guess, but she decides to mess with where the washer is, where the washer and dryer is, and open that one up too. Nice going, ding dong. So I see the dripping coming down again. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Not only is it happening again, and I'm starting to have flashbacks, but it's happening when it's 11 below. I run up there. I tell her, something's dripping down here. Well, I open up the faucets for whatever. Well, I had this happen a couple times ago where the washer wasn't tightened down and it's dripping and I had a big problem. She goes, oh, maybe that's what it is. And I'm like, well, if you opened it, that's what it is. So she went and turned it off and everything. It was in the nick of time. Still, dripped on one of my James Bond Ultra 4K DVD collection. Not good. Moistened the little area on the carpet. Not good. How about an apology? Nothing. You know, people, what are you going to do? I got the new neighbor next door too. Mr. I smoke cigarettes and throw the butts everywhere. Like, nothing matters but them. Just, it's all about me. You know, speaking of cigarette butts, do you think that some of the fires in California might have been caused by, I don't know, maybe a homeless guy flicking a cigarette out in the dry brush? You think it's possible a hot ember touching really dry shrubbery? You think it might spark something? Oh, I don't know. Common sense says yes. Nobody's talking about that. We're just talking about forestry management. We're just talking about, oh, I don't know, maybe it was spontaneous combustion. Oh, no, we're just talking about, I don't know, maybe lightning strikes and whammo, there up it goes. Okay, how about some of the more obvious? How are you so confident, all of you out there that enjoy the nice cigarette, when you flick it out into the grass, that things aren't going to catch a flame? Nice going. Sorry, not a good idea. Anyway, not to go down that rabbit hole, but I just wanted to say, hey, maybe you should call Dr. Fettuccine, and maybe COVID's causing the fires too. All right, so let's see what's going on over here, DeanBodi. All right, so yeah, we talked about that. We talked about this. The Arctic white wolf was so awesome, man. And oh my gosh, the Uloric. With the whole gout thing I've been going through and everything, it's been kind of a crazy ride. And wow. So what are you going to do? And let me tell you, the breathing exercises, I'm doing them. I'm drinking more water. Okay? So listen. With these breathing exercises that I do are really helpful. Now, I got this technique from Tony Robbins. I used to do these personal power tapes back in the day, the late 80s, I don't know, early 90s, man. I did them so many times that I got some good stuff out of it. But he did this one thing called the swoosh technique because I wanted to stop biting my nails. Sorry, Tony, if you're watching DeanBodi Show. Of course, Tony Robbins is watching DeanBodi Show. If they're watching it in Portugal, he's watching it. It didn't work for me, okay? Now, the whole idea is to get yourself in a nice positive state. Now, how he teaches you how to do it, you got to think of a time when you were really in a great state. Could be back in the day when you were doing something and you want to go and think about that. And while you're thinking about it and you're really getting yourself, wow, that was really exciting and the fans are cheering and all this stuff, you touch a part of your body. Let's say your left shoulder, and you keep hitting it, and you keep hitting it. This way, when you need to get back in that state, you go wham, and you hit that spot, and whammo, you're like excited again. Like that's how he does it. So I used this thing when I was in Little League football, 65-pound football. I ran this kickoff back for a touchdown, and I for some reason, I want to go there because it was such an exciting day for me. The kickoff goes over my head, okay? And I go and I chase the ball down. Now, I could have gotten on one knee and just did a fair catch, but I decided to go for it because the other team was coming to tackle me. I zigzag all the way down the field, and I'm running as fast as I can, all the way, touchdown, all the way, man. My whole team's jumping all over me at the end zone, and I fall down. It was way too exciting. So I go into that time of my life and think about it. I hit my left shoulder, right? Hit my left shoulder. This way, when I want to get into that state, I go wham. I hit the left shoulder, and I'm doing this kind of thing. And so you get yourself in this positive state, and you want to also, with the swoosh technique, you want to picture yourself when the way you want to look. Beautiful nails, everything is, you're tailored, you're looking good. And what you do is you take the old picture of you with the crappy nails, and you're not looking so good, and you pull that old picture back, right? You make believe. I'm trying to remember how this goes. You like it's being pulled back like a slingshot, right? and the slingshot gets let go, and you feel the old picture explode, and the new picture of you takes its place. Okay? So you pull it back, and while that's happening, you say the word swoosh. And it takes away the old, replaces it with the new shiny you, and that's what you want to do. And you swoosh it as many times as you need. And I went back to biting my nails again. I unswooshed it. So for me, in getting myself in that state and all that stuff with the whole wham, and you get back in that state, all these fun things Tony used to do, and I'm doing all these things. And if you haven't done those tapes, it's worth going. You got to go through it and do it. Personal power. I'll never forget it. And they got the subliminal tapes in there and all that stuff. It's wild. It's wild. It's a wild experience going through that process. And so the breathing exercises come from Tony also. Now, like Dice Clay used to say, when you're doing the whole wham and get yourself in the state, because you know how boring it can be standing in line at the bank. So you go and do the breathing exercises, and it's really helping me. I'm telling you, I can't go too far. I'm not like that Hoff technique guy. You ever seen this guy, the Hoff technique, I think it's called? And he starts hyperventilating, and he jumps in an ice bath, out of the ice, into the heat. Out of the heat, back into the ice. Hyperventilates some more, back. He never gets sick. He's got the long beard. He lives in the woods. I'm not doing that. Okay? He was on this podcast I was watching, and he was doing it with Russell Brand, the actor and comedian. And he's taking Russell Brand through this thing, hyperventilating thing, and I could tell Russell was hating this. And Russell's one of these kind of yoga guys and all that, so he had him on as a guest on his podcast, and he was asking Hoff some questions when he gets into the cold, and then, so how long do you stay in there for? It doesn't really matter, just do it. Yeah, but how long do you breathe? Just go ahead and just at least get the breaths in there and do it the best you can. There's no exact nothing with this guy. It's like, no one's going to be like him. Okay? And I'm watching Russell Brand go through this exhaustion with this hyperventilating process. Anyway, I'm doing the breathing technique from Tony, and as it goes, you inhale. What I do, inhale for 2 seconds, 1,000, 2, 1,000, hold it for 4 times that, which would be 8. Not so easy. It sounds really like nothing, but when you do it, you're like, 8's enough. For me, it is. In for 2, hold for 4 times that, which is 8, and then you exhale for half, which is 4. Got it? And shake it out, man. It works, man. What you're doing is you're breathing in, right? You're breathing in oxygen. You're holding it, which is fully oxygenating your blood, and exhale the CO2, the toxins out. Simple, but effective. And Tony, thanks for the swoosh technique. I probably didn't do it as intensely as I should. Maybe when I get into my state, I could always do better. Listen, practice makes perfect, and that's just how it goes. So, man, we're going through it over here. Buzzsprout, I want to thank you enough. I have the greatest hosting site for my podcast. They got this thing, this whole DDoS computer hack. I have it here because I learned something new. If I can find it with the DDoS smarty pants hacker people, let me tell you, man, there's always somebody trying to throw a wrench in something. And I thought I had it here, and I don't seem like I do, but that's okay. Distribution something, take you out of your system, something like that. Okay. Distribution, disruption of the system. I think it's something along those lines. And what it basically is somebody, little Skippy in his mom's basement said we're going to send so many spams to somebody's website, right? Or to whatever their URL or whatever you want to call it, so many times it overwhelms the site and it ends up creating like a traffic jam. Not good. It's like if 1,000 cars decided to come into the intersection at once, blocking all other ways of traffic. It's a problem. So then we got to get Mr. Hacker that unhacks the hack and figure it out and fix it. And they got me handled pretty quickly. So, nice going, Buzzsprout. We're back online again. We're doing good. Didn't cause that much of an interruption. I want to give a huge shout out to Buzzsprout for being on the ball, being the best hosting site you could ever possibly hope for. And no one's stopping DeanBodi Show. Hey, while we're on that, she's the good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world, yeah. The good girl, Bodi, yeah. The best girl in the world, oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698, Bodi Hotline Fun Line. Call the Bodi, sing your Zippity Doo Dah line. And we'll sing it with you. That's how we do it over here, DeanBodi. The links are on there. One will get you to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. And the social will get you to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi space show, YouTube channel. Unreal, unbelievable, DeanBodi.com. Hey, look, if you would, click the like. If you like what's going on over here, consider subscribing. We'd really greatly appreciate it. On the podcast, you can leave a nice star rating, 5-star rating, and a nice review on the podcast would be awesome. Give the algorithm a good, nice little shot in the you-know-where, and it'll help things move in the right direction. Numbers are going up on a daily. Listen, don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of these shows. Why? Because these are real shows. We're coming at you, DeanBodi, because we're having a ball over here, going down Crazy Land, Goofy Road. We're going to park it over there on Wacko Street for a while, and we want you to come along with us. Hang out here for a while. It'll be a nice break in your day and get you through whatever. Clean out the cobwebs with a Zippity Doo Dah song like the one that we made up today. Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away, we're gonna cook a chicken leg for dinner to pass the time away. Oh yeah! Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. Tonight we're cooking chicken legs for dinner to pass the time away. Oh yeah! DeanBodi.com. Have an awesome rest of your day. We'll be coming at you soon. We're coming at you, I don't know, usually daily, bi-weekly, tri-weekly, quad daily, quad weekly, but we're going to be coming at you weekly. Don't worry. DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah!